It's
Like,
Friday.
comment, and subscribe.
It's Friday.
Like,
So
comment,
welcome
and
back
subscribe.
to the multiple sclerosis
Like,
channel.
comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Male and a female whale were swimming off the coast of Japan when they noticed a whaling ship. The male whale recognized it as the same ship that had harpooned his father many years earlier. He said to the female whale, "Let's both swim under the ship and blow out of our air holes at the same time, and it should cause the ship to turn over and sink." They tried it, and sure enough, the ship turned over and quickly sank. Soon, however, the whales realized the sailors had jumped overboard and were swimming to the safety of shore. The male was enraged that they were going to get away and told the female, "Let's swim after them and gobble them up before they reach the shore." At this point, he realized the female was becoming reluctant to follow him. "Look," she said, "I went along with the blowjob, but I absolutely refused to swallow the semen."
Oh my god.
Hey guys, Dr. Ben here at Fit Well Centers. I love talking about MS reversal, multiple sclerosis. It's an autoimmune condition. It affects the nerves in the spinal cord, in the brain, and it's the telltale sign is on your MRI. You get plaques, you get this plaquing, and then ultimately people get weakness. Their leg can stumble, they get foot drop. It can affect it to the point where they have to be in a wheelchair. Their legs really start degenerating, and they have almost no muscle left. And this is a very, very common problem in the United States and around the world. But understanding the why is the crucial part, and how people can actually reverse their MS. A lot of people go, "Oh, that's BS. You can't reverse MS." And I go, "Well, actually, that's actually incorrect. You can reverse MS. I don't know if you can, but I know that it can be done." And how do I know that? Well, it all started for me looking at my mom. When I was back in high school, she collapsed at one of my football games. They didn't know what was going on, so they ended up going down that whole neurology route and figured out it was MS. And she was having this autoimmune condition attack her nervous system to the point where she had to go on disability. She was a school teacher, got Teacher of the Year, did amazing. And she crashed and had to start over basically with getting a cane and then going down into a wheelchair, and was really on this downward decline that we didn't know where it was going to end and if it was going to be what she was going to die from. And so fortunately, even before there was a thing called functional medicine, she found a doctor that was working on the nutritional side, on the supplement side, on the brain side, doing all of these things to help her body stop attacking its own tissue, because that's what autoimmune is. And in the traditional autoimmune world now, they do immunosuppressants to try to squash down that immune system, but they're not fixing the why. It's like my book, Rebuild Your Brain, Stop the Damage, Start the Repair. Yes, you can start the repair and get rid of some of that inflammation and that autoimmune, but you've got to figure out why the body is doing it in the first place. And so that's why we look at blood sugar, adrenals, leaky gut, environmental toxins. We look at estrogenic events like going through menopause or having a baby. We look at leaky gut and food allergens and vitamin D and all these different things that are going to drive and push that autoimmune. And that's what my mom did, was work through her body, fix the why. And it's over 20 years ago, she gave away her wheelchair, gave away her cane. She's now 79 years old. She does Granny Boot Camp, goes fishing with my kids, does all these things because she reversed the why. Not the MS. The MS went away on its own, but she fixed why the body was going through that. So if you're dealing with unknown issues, if you need support, click that link in the bio, schedule that discovery call, and we would love to talk you through this process.
Hey, I got some breaking medical news for you. Turns out we might actually know what causes multiple sclerosis. If you don't know, multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune condition where your own body attacks your nerves. When it attacks your nerves, it actually destroys these cells right here called your myelin sheath, which are very important for nerve conduction. Now, the thing is, we didn't know for the longest time why people get multiple sclerosis until recently. when researchers from Harvard published this paper where they looked at multiple sclerosis and they found that there was a high prevalence of the Epstein-Barr virus, aka EBV. EBV is a relatively common virus that can lead to a condition called mono. Researchers found that an infection with EBV increased your risk of developing MS by 32%. Now, this is a huge breakthrough in the world of medicine and epidemiology, and it's going to lead to a lot more breakthroughs to come.
If you guessed multiple sclerosis, well then you are correct. MS is a chronic autoimmune disorder that affects the CNS. Symptoms include fatigue, numbness, tingling, weakness, cognitive impairment, and problems with vision, balance, and coordination. Now it's important to note that symptoms of MS can come and go, and may worsen during periods of stress, fatigue, and heat exposure. Now, there is no specific test that can diagnose MS, but things can help, like a medical history, physical exam, MRI, lumbar puncture, evoked potential test, and blood tests can rule out other similar neurological conditions. There's no cure for multiple sclerosis, but there are a few treatment options that are available to help manage symptoms and slow progression. These treatments include symptomatic therapies, PT, OT, and disease-modifying therapies, which reduce inflammation and prevent damage to the nerves, and also suppress the immune system. Now, I saw some of you guys guessing lupus. Sure, both can affect the CNS, but lupus is more likely to cause joint pain and skin rashes and fever, not numbness, vision problems, and really not difficulty coordination.
Be the best you can be. Love your family, love your friends, spread love, not violence, not this virus. As always, peace.
Comment and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.